Hi, welcome to Daytime. I'm Sam LaPrade. Derek Fage is on a much-deserved vacation, and we look forward to having him back very soon. Today is all about summer, those summer reads, those summer delicious foods, and of course some summer decor. We're starting off with the one and only Julie Fidley today, Mum in the Know. And you've got some amazing stuff for us today.
This do.
Looks spectacular.
Well, I figured that everybody this weekend is going to be thinking about their dads, or maybe the dad that took care of them or anything else.
Yeah.
So I know that everybody loves barbecue, and we have a beautiful weekend ahead.
We do.
And the two things that I'm seeing everywhere, so get to your markets, get to your local grocers. Rhubarb, you've probably got till the end of the month, maybe the beginning of July, so we're going to talk about this a little bit. And then strawberries have come in. The Pick Your Own have just started, so a great activity to do this weekend with the kids. Of course, my tip for everybody at home is check the website.
Yes.
Make sure that they've got enough strawberries going. But there's local stands. Mine is super close by, just by the Superstore across the street and the old music station on Richmond and Churchill. Tons, but I was there at 10:30. Everybody, you got to go early.
Right.
It's really fun. But we've got the markets that are going to be at Lansdowne at Byron Market. Byron.
And they're just everywhere, right? Which is wonderful. And I bought my strawberries last weekend, and I sat in the car and ate about a third of them.
Which is great, because you actually, everyone at home, you should know you can eat the stems. You don't have to, but you can eat the stems. And the reason I was holding these, like flowers, is because usually if you're going to the markets, they will have stems on them.
Right.
Cut those off right away, okay? Because those do not want to be eaten by kids. They're not good for you. You will feel very ill. And what you're looking for in your rhubarb is sort of that red and nice red. And there's sometimes it gets a little light green. It just means that it's a little less tart.
Okay.
So however you'd like it, but it is a tart fruit to begin with.
Right.
So again, if there's tons of rhubarb and you're like, what in the world am I going to do with it?
Yeah.
I'm going to show you how to freeze it later.
Okay.
But first I want to make sure we've got breakfast. Okay. So dads like breakfast. We all like breakfast. It is the season.
Yeah.
So we are going to first do, what are we going to do? We're going to do a rhubarb strawberry compote. So that's why I put the waffles out.
Yes.
Because I'm going to turn this on high. I'm going to add 2 cups of rhubarb.
So you've already chopped that for us.
I've already chopped it up. I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of local honey.
Oh, yes.
So this is my other tip. You're going to see my nice decor as we go through. That is from Time and Again. So Sheila and her team at Time and Again just have such great detail when you're hosting a party or having a party. And honestly, if you don't even have time to do this, she's got tons of desserts in there.
She's got you covered, for sure.
She does. So I'm going to bring this to a boil with a tablespoon of water. You could do orange juice, but I'm telling you, the rhubarb is so sweet, you're good to go.
Right.
So while that's cooking, we're going to go and move on to our rhubarb clafouti.
What is that?
Okay, I kept wondering what that was too. So really what it is like a pancake. It's almost like a pancake with all the fruit inside. Okay. So super easy. I've already greased the 9x9 pan. Right. The oven's on at 350. I've done 3 cups actually of rhubarb, and you're just going to make sure that's at the bottom. Okay. This is so easy. You're going to be making this tonight because
so could I make this, Julie?
You can.
You know I'm not a great cook.
Look at you. Crack these eggs. Show me that confidence right there, right in there.
Okay, perfect. We're doing it.
You're doing it?
And where am I putting these?
You just put it on the side. Okay. That's the thing about in the kitchen. Make a mess if you have to. Perfect. You should see my house.
There we go.
Okay, and while you're doing that, well, you did it. See how fast I was? We've got ginger. We've got cinnamon. I'm going to actually have you grate. I've got a little grater here. Some fresh nutmeg. Okay. So again, local. I just want to make sure. Okay, that's good. And then while you're doing that, I'm going to add in the flour, which is 1.5 cups. I've got a 1/2 cup of brown sugar.
Oh, it smells good already.
I know. A fresh anything smells so good. And then this is the best part: a 1/3 cup of maple syrup. I know. So it's actually a 1/2 cup. But if everybody knows at home, foodlandontario.ca, TV recipes. We'll give it all. You're done.
Am I good? Okay.
Yeah. And look.
have done that all day.
Exactly. You can, because then it's fresh and it's ready to go, and you can just keep it in the fridge. Yeah. And then this is all you're pouring.
Really simple.
Yes, and you're pouring it on top.
Oh, wow. You're
done, and you're putting it in the oven. Okay, that is it. It's so easy.
So Father's Day is taken care of for Father's Day breakfast.
Oh well, I actually have one more thing. Do I have time to show you what to do? Okay, great. Because I'm just gonna make sure this is here. While you're doing it, I should just make sure you're eating something. So there is the finished product. It is right there.
Yes.
And everybody get your whipped cream. You can make it, but I also always look for the dairy farmers of Canada. Then you know it's local. And then you just do that. Or you could do ice cream. Yeah, I've got a fork for you in here, a little spoon.
You're spoiling me.
You can
come on here anytime.
Thank
when
you
Derek
so
goes
much.
away, you're the guest.
I will come and feed you the whole time. So we're just gonna clean that up a little bit. You're just layering it, and it's done. It's gonna go in the oven.
Delicious.
We're gonna go back to the compost. See, it's boiling, and all I'm gonna add now is a little bit of orange rind and some vanilla and 2 cups of strawberry. So you're just gonna boil that down, and it's gonna be a lovely, we'll pour it over our waffles in the next segment. But
we're taking advantage of everything that's beautiful and fresh in season.
So true.
And supporting those Ontario growers.
And you know what? There's so many recipes out there that are so easy. Everyone who knows me, I don't do things that are hard. There's no time to do things that are hard. This is the fun part. Kids, get out your blender. Yeah. You get in your strawberries. You got 2 cups of strawberries. These are fresh today. This is a limeade. Thank you for telling. Yeah. So it's a frozen concentrate limeade. Yeah. Or that's probably the best way to do it. I've got 16 ice cubes, obviously not super frozen when they're there. Yeah. I've got some lime juice. I'm going to blend that up. That is your base, and then all you need to do is choose your drink of choice to put in it. This is the daiquiri part.
Wowzers, that's easy.
Yeah, done. Was so cute. Look at these. This is from Sheila's. Again, these lovely
Sheila
cups.
does it well.
She does do it well. You want to be Sheila's friend, so just head into Time and Again. So this is just the base of it. You can choose to put rum in for your dad. I don't know, for breakfast, whatever works. Yeah. Or she's got some local ginger ales in there.
Oh, I am a huge ginger ale fan.
Yes, I know. So all of these, just all of the local beer, and I'm not saying the right thing, they have so many non-alcoholic options that you do that, and then I'm just going to let you have your...
Am I spoiled today or
and you know what I did forget to add, everyone? And you might want to try it again. I forgot to add the fresh mint. That was right here. So again, doesn't matter if you forget things. You're going to blend that up.
Okay, Julie, where are we finding all the recipes?
We're finding all the recipes at foodlandontario.ca. It'll be under TV recipes, or you could just look strawberries and it'll come up. And look at that. And you can smell it, eh? It's so
gorgeous.
Lovely.
It smells like summer.
It does. Then
and sometimes we buy this, when I went to get my strawberries, there was big baskets like that, and I'm like, am I going to use all those baskets, right?
Okay, can I give you a little tip?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, so you're going to put them on a cookie sheet, and you're going to have them all lay flat. You're going to put them in the freezer for about 5 minutes so they don't stick together, and you're putting them in. I'm even going to give you these too. I'm going to give you these 2 bags. And then the only thing I'd say, but it wouldn't matter because you're going to use strawberries regardless, just put the date.
Right.
But I mean, they could be in there forever. But it's really lovely, like you say, in the depths of winter or when they're not in season. The good thing about strawberries, though, is we have them in season until October. Yes, because we've got a new variety called a day neutral. So the picking season will be probably the end of June, beginning or middle of July.
Okay.
But
we're coming right back because we want to talk more about all of that.
Oh yeah,
Julie Finley, of course, is Mom in the Know, talking about strawberries and rhubarb. Come on back on Daytime.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
After a night out with your friends, there's always options for getting home safely. You could call your BFF, your mom or dad, whoever you can count on for a safe ride home. You could call your favorite cab company or 1-888 taxi guy, or you could use the Arrive Alive smartphone app to help you choose your ride. Be it a friend, transit, or taxi, getting home safely is app easy. Now available for iOS and Android devices. Visit arrivealive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
Boom, 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 boom. 20 bucks. 20 bucks. Hi guys, it's Maggie, Mrs. Calabash and Derek. And whoa, we're back. Rogers Television, so please watch us on Rogers Television. We've just done our first show. It was Anytime Shrimp Special and an Asian salad. So please, remember, Rogers Television, Mrs. Calabash Cooks. I'll see you guys.
Hi, I'm Sam LaPrade. I hope you join us for an hour to give right here on Rogers TV. We're going to talk about everything that is going to inspire you about this beautiful city.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
And we're back on Daytime. I'm Sam LaPrade, so proudly filling in for the one and only Derek Fage today. And I get to hang out with the one and only Julie Finley. She is here, and she is amazing. I'm going to tell you, she has done more in this kitchen today on Daytime than I have in my kitchen in 3 months. So I'm dead serious. So she's awesome.
Okay.
So what are we doing?
Well, we're going to
boiling.
stop that. We're going to stop that boiling.
That's all good.
I turned it off, but it just got exciting.
This
is a really nice kitchen.
Yeah.
I can put this here, so I'm going to put that there. That is a compo. We're going to talk about it in a second.
Yeah.
But I just, I feel like we should start a little clean here.
Sure, we can do that.
So the other thing that we talked about earlier is barbecuing, which is pretty much what this looks like when I am barbecuing.
Yeah, exactly.
So my goal actually this year is to be a better barbecuer, but I'm still going to leave it up to everybody else in my family. Megan's a better barbecuer than me. It's just something that I just don't pay attention to. Okay, but what I did barbecue, and I barbecued 4 things. I actually grilled strawberries. Yes, super easy. So you are going to take some strawberries.
Okay,
you're going to do as many as you'd like on there.
And am I keeping the
stem on.
Stem on. Look at that.
Yeah. And really all you're going to do is brush them with a little bit of oil, and you're going to put pepper on them. And they're delicious. You're going to do 2 minutes aside, and they are lovely. And you know what? It was Corey Keeley that came up with this.
Oh, I love Corey Keeley.
She's brilliant with that stuff. So I definitely have made a mess. So I'm talking about the meat. So I've also done some chicken. Yeah. I've done some peppered beef, and I've also done some pork chops. So the idea is the grill can be going all summer long. What I'd love to say to people, because it's super easy to grill, is focus on the nice things like the nice salts, the nice peppers. So these are women from Montreal that actually put this canal. So again, time and again, they carry all of the spices there.
But a great gift for Dad, who may be hard to buy for.
Absolutely. So if he likes those, and then the other thing I say for the summer, invest in the nice oils. This is the one, and I always say
very nice.
Aurelius. It's on Wellington. He's got lovely oils, lovely vinegars. So again, I got that from time and again, but you could just go get a package and be done. Like she's got that there.
That's fantastic.
Lovely. And the other thing she does have, before I go on to my stuff, is she's actually got already made meat. So I know it doesn't look beautiful, but this is already cooked. You are going to love this. You're going to turn on your barbecue, and you're going to heat it. I'm going to give it to you.
Oh,
your
you're
chicken.
a sweetheart.
There you go. She's got ribs there as well. And of course, she has her drinks and her barbecue sauces. So we're great there. So you're definitely with decor and really nice things added to. The rest is in season, so take advantage of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a couscous chicken salad.
Fantastic.
And I'm going to put it over on this side. I am sorry about that.
I can help.
No, it was just this thing that boiled out. It threw me off.
Oh, it's all
okay,
good.
we're just going to put that there. I've already got some spinach. I've got couscous. Do you know how to make couscous?
Never made couscous.
I knew.
I like
I'm
couscous.
actually going to come on and do it for you.
Okay.
You literally put 1 cup of this dry grain in here.
Yeah.
You're going to bring 1.5 cups of boiling stock.
Okay.
You're going to pour it, and you're going to plate over top of it, and it's ready in 5 minutes. No
Okay,
kidding.
I can do that.
No word of a lie.
You
no
always
word of a lie.
inspire me. Whenever I spend time with you, I'm like, I can do it. Julie says I can.
You can do it.
Okay.
So we're gonna put this couscous here. It's already set. And then literally all you're going to do is you're gonna add 3 fresh green onions, parsley.
Are these strawberries going in there?
Yes, these strawberries are going in there. I probably could have made that look nicer. You could probably be better at that than me. So you've got your strawberries, and then you've got your feta cheese. I am going to show you a little trick.
Feta cheese, I love.
Your dressings, you don't need to get things, you don't need to shake it up. In fact, every chef knows this. And I just found out, so I'm not the real one.
Yeah.
Oil first. So you're going to have an oil first, and I just lied. It's not oil first.
Okay.
It is lemon first. So
Lemon
it's the
first.
acid first. So whatever you put on your salad is what's going to stick to it. So your balsamic vinegar or anything else, I like lime and lemon, so I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to pour the oil on top, and our salad is done.
Wow.
That is your salad. See, you can do it.
I can do that.
You can do that. I'm going to give you one more thing you can do.
See, and I'd love to take that to a friend's barbecue.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and then
beautiful.
what you do to show them how amazing you are is you're going to peel off the grill your chicken. And you're going to put it
protein in there.
right on top. So you've got
Amazing.
your salad. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is I've got a little peppered beef. So really all I did was add my spice on top.
Yeah.
I've got the peppered beef, and I'm going to make a strawberry salsa.
Okay.
That is going to be
about
super.
a minute and a half.
That's great, because this is it right here. You're going to put in your strawberries. I feel like I really have made an exciting moment in this kitchen. You got your strawberries here.
I love it.
And you are going to add in fresh parsley. You're going to add in a tablespoon of oil.
Yes.
You're going to add in some red onion. And then you're going to add in your peppers.
Oh, that's peppers. Okay.
Peppers, yellow peppers, and a little bit of your balsamic.
And the colors.
It's lovely. So I'm just going to move all this over, because really what you want to focus on is that color.
Amazing.
And that is going to be your salsa, and then you're really just putting that in beside your beef. So again, all of these recipes, I did go a little fast there, but foodlandontario.ca, and this salsa, of course, will stay in the fridge for up to a week, so you've got time to do it.
Wonderful.
And then if I can, put our lovely compo on top of.
Oh, that looks so good.
Yes.
Oh, that is pretty.
Look at that. And that was easy. That was done, boiled everything while we were on set.
Very, very quick
Whipped
to
cream,
do.
and you're set to go.
And I know you brought some really neat sort of trinkets for Dad as well. These are cookies, and it's Dad You Rock.
I know.
Looks
You
like
know
little
what?
rocks.
Sheila and her team, time and again, those guys have come up
love
with everything.
it.
It's all the details.
I love it. I love it. All those details for Dad. You've given us and inspired us. You always inspire me.
Thank
To get in the kitchen and use those things that are right here, grown by our neighbors. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So whenever you want to know what's in season, the availability, it's foodlandontario.ca. It literally gives you all our fruits and vegetables. But if you don't even get there, just get to your local markets, support your farmers, support local, and it's so delicious. I'm surprised you haven't had more strawberries.
Oh, I'm going to.
Okay, good. I'm going to leave it all for
absolutely.
you, because it definitely
amazing.
is.
It's so wonderful to have you on. I
Thank
love
you.
being inspired by you in the kitchen, and I think what you do for us as well is you show us ways that we can take something that we might already have and use it in a different way, which is always. Believe me, I'm trying to use that kitchen. It's a gorgeous kitchen. I just don't use it.
I'm going to give you these recipes now, and it'll be easy to use.
You're the best.
Thank you.
Julie Finley, of course, joining us. Mom in the Know. Stay with us on Daytime.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. Smoking weed affects reaction time and concentration. A message from Mad Canada.
Community news and events for the week ending June 15th. Hi, I'm Dave Hilson. Be a part of a community helping over 300,000 Canadians living with type 1 diabetes and help turn type 1 into type none by joining the JDRF Walk to Cure Diabetes on June 15th at Andrew Hayden Park. Registration opens at 10 a.m. Please visit jdrf.ca for more information. Now a bit further west on June 15th is the Multicultural Festival, Welcome to Stittsville. an initiative designed to help foster greater inclusion, equity, and diversity in Stittsville. The event will begin at noon and run until 4 p.m. at the Village Park Square. Lastly, the Money in 10 exhibition has launched for the summer at the Bank of Canada Museum, so grab the kids and head down to 30 Bank Street where they can learn some financial ABCs the fun and free way, as there's no admission fee. For these and other events, or to post your own, please visit the Ottawa billboard at rogerstv.com. I wish everyone a safe and wonderful week.
Join us for the new season of Ottawa Storytellers, right here on Rogers TV.
Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
It is summertime, everybody. What are you doing in your backyard if you're wanting to light it up a little bit? Leanne Lacroix is here, and she's going to give you all these great ideas. Leanne, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I am so excited to see you. I follow everything you do. You've got such exquisite taste.
Oh, my goodness, thank you.
And you're wanting us to use our backyards and light them up in really unique ways.
Yes.
Do you remember the days where you would put like a little tiny lantern out there and that's all the light? There you go. That's all you had.
Yeah.
Those days are over.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've come a long way.
Yeah.
And, you know, we were talking about this before the show. They used to be all wired, hardwired. You had to worry about all the rodents,
the kids,
the kids, and then being pulled out of the rocks and the chip that you put down so kindly, and it was all over the place. But then they came up with the solar, and solar has just exploded in this industry. And I think people are just not aware. Right. And I am just so in love with it. It will take your backyard from just being this dark hole to being this gorgeous space that is not being used, I think, by many people.
Oh, I agree. So I'm in a brand new development. Yeah. I've been there 18 months.
Yeah.
Last year, because of all the construction, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
This year is my year. So I want to spend time out there. I want to look at it as another room out there.
That's exactly how you should be thinking about it. It should be an extension, because you can really, and even as far as like, as a beginner starting as a landscape, I mean, people have architect landscapes, and I think that's what people think, is that, oh, I have to spend all this money on bringing this design concept in. But you can start out with little things and build on it, or you can, have a vision and take pieces of it and implement it into your backyard. Yeah. But there's just so much out there. I brought pieces from Arevco, and they're on Clyde, and they're a leader in the industry. Like, they really know what they're talking about when it comes to solar lighting. So if you do have an expectation in your mind that you want to fulfill, go in there and speak to them, because they'll be able to help you. If you're looking for items that you just want to start off with, there are so many. It is, I mean, even if you just want to update from this, by just adding some lanterns, like all of this they're all generated from the sun. So not only are you upgrading the backyard and making it pretty and ambient and just more inviting, you're saving on electricity. So this is a thing to me where I can't even grasp that more people are not into it more, because I think if there was more awareness about it, more people would be doing it and implementing these things. Like, if you look at this ball, you love this.
I love this piece.
This is called a bully, and it's really cool because not only can you put it in, if we can look at some visuals, because I do have some here, you can see that they can be integrated into your landscape, or they can be in a pool. So in the pool, they float around and then they illuminate. And what they do is they have timers. So they'll start at dusk and at dawn. Some of them you can time to only come on for a few hours. So that's why the technology is amazing. So those within your landscape, lighting pathways. Here, I mean, when you look at that,
that looks so beautiful.
So beautiful. And there's a whole line that's like this, that it's like a white glowing, like, I mean, come on.
And the different sizes really allow for it to be interesting, but also functional.
That's exactly it. So you've got this, this light that's illuminating. You have walkways, steps, stairs going down to paths, and if you have something like this, you're not just having like these floodlights. Enough with the floodlights.
Right.
They're great for security, and they also have those on solar that you can get, and I think that is essential.
But if you've made the investment, because I'm going through it, as I told you.
Yeah.
So if I made the investment into interlock and into a gazebo, and then into the furniture, it's almost like these are the cherries on top, right?
Exactly the cherry.
Yeah, exactly.
And they are because they are the details that it really bring this whole feel, this inviting. I mean, imagine a beautiful summer night. You're having dinner, and then dusk comes. It starts, and the only thing that you have that comes on are maybe these and some candles. Right. But envision a whole other. I mean, there's a whole world out there of these lights, and really, I mean, when I say they come on, like which is this for? Okay, this is these ones here. I mean,
and so it's easy to use, which is, I've got to be honest with you, I'm of that age, it's got to be easy to use.
Easy to use, easy to install. These pieces here, they come with magnets on the back. So there's one magnet for in front, one magnet. You can hang them from your inside your umbrella. So you can illuminate umbrellas. You can put them inside of, I mean, I can show you in here. If you have beautiful, wicker lamp shades that you maybe use them in the house, but you want to bring them outside and hang them up into your trees, you can just hook them in, hang them inside. You don't have to worry about hardwiring them. You don't have to worry about, they're weather resistant. So that's why I say when it's come a long way, you can really leave these things out, have them on timers. They're generated by the sun. The solar is the solar power is there.
And I love these because these are different than anything I've ever seen.
Yes.
Which you don't want everything to be like your neighbors, right?
No, exactly. And there is, again, there's catalogs that you can go look at Revco, and there
don't even tempt me. I'll spend all day with that catalog.
Me too. I go with last time I started tagging it. But I mean, these are the kind of things that you'll find that are just absolutely, that's all, this is all solar.
And I think if anything during the pandemic, we realized how important it was to make our home a place that was also a place to relax, a place to bring friends, to be outside. We've got 3 dogs. Don't even get me going about why I have 3 dogs. But
I could understand.
But we're out there. We want to spend time with the dogs outside, right?
And they're comfortable. Yeah. And if you can extend your time outside and enjoy it, you've got, I mean, now we have pergolas, we have lanais, we have, I mean, these beautiful landscaped areas. And I really feel like when you look at landscape with lighting, it becomes more dramatic at night. In the day, it's very pretty, but at night, it just takes on a whole other feeling. And I feel like it's a waste not to enjoy that. So, I mean, why not get out into it, use it, have it an extension of your home, the same feeling. I would have the same design and the same concept. And it's not just modern. You can have the traditional, the country, the farmhouse, whatever it is that you're looking for. You can incorporate that style into the solar lighting. So it really is doable, it's affordable, there's every range now. When you can purchase things that are this simple at like a Dollar Tree, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Absolutely. And we've got so much more to talk about. We're going to come back with Leanne Lacroix right here on Daytime.
The Order of Ottawa celebrates outstanding citizens. Recipients come from diverse backgrounds. They make exceptional contributions in many areas of city life. They are advocates for minorities. They are media experts and visionaries in community building, innovators in healthcare, leaders in education. They are technology leaders and entrepreneurs. They entertain us. They are passionate about arts and culture. They are outstanding citizens and members of the Order of Ottawa. Who inspires you? Who will you nominate?
The regulars, the guys who keep this place in business. Last week, they had something to celebrate. Jason had just finished university. So they toasted his profs, his TAs, his old roommates. Well, they toasted just about everyone. But I worry about and take care of my guys. So even when I know they're not driving, sometimes that means bringing them a little surprise. And then they had a drink to me.
Brought to you by Smart Serve Ontario and Arrive Alive, Drive Sober.
In para-hockey, the ice tilts in favor of men. But that will never stop us.
United by passion, battling for equity. We are the National Women's Para-Hockey Team of Canada.
We're here.
We're hungry.
We're ready.
Ready to inspire.
Ready to leave our legacy.
Ready to be supported and make history. It's our time. Are you ready?
Learn all about the creation of the National Capital Region on The History of Ottawa, according to Phil Jenkins, on Rogers TV.
Leanne Lacroix is lighting up your life today, especially your backyard. Leanne, we were talking about all the solar-based items, and I was thinking, so I bought a day bed.
Yes.
For outside.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm so excited.
Oh.
You'll find me out there all summer long. But I saw some of these lamps, and I thought, well, that would kind of feel like I'm at, in the house.
Exactly.
And have all those amenities if I want to read a book.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really everything from floor lamps to these beautiful glow balls and everything in between. But then you also have USB.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
Well, and this is what I find very exciting as well, because in design, there's always these awkward spaces. Maybe there might not be an outlet, but you want a cute little lamp because it's part of the vignette and you want to add something. Well, now it's, you charge them. So you have, and they last.
So smart.
But you tap them, these are all, this one is, I know, isn't that amazing in a bedroom or in your kitchen? And they fit in really nice with design. They're very, as far as useful, I have to tell you, there was a storm we had a few weeks ago and the lights went out. Well, all of a sudden I jumped up. Oh, wait a minute. We do not have darkness. And I had all my little lights. And so you could walk around, and this is great because as well as, here's a reading lamp. This is a really beautiful.
Smart. I need that for the backyard.
Oh, this is actually USB. Is that not cool? This is solar. So from the top, it's solar. Yeah. There you go. You got your light bulb.
Brilliant.
And you would not believe how much that is mine. You would not believe how much that illuminates. Wow. It casts. I have sofas. It casts on. I started with one thinking I'll see how far and how much light I get. 2 would be pretty, but I have other layered lighting, and that's again what you should also think of. Just like in your home, when you have your pot lights, your chandelier, your table lamps, you should think about that as well as outside. Not just have, if it's only the string lights that you have, that's fine. But if you can incorporate some layers, something on your steps, maybe something on a side table, just like you said, your day bed, have a floor lamp. Well, that area is going to be so inviting, and it's going to be so comfortable. There are now, I know people are out there thinking, what about the mosquitoes? I have seen solar generated, powered mosquito.
Oh, so smart.
Yes. So they are out there as well.
So brilliant.
And I know there's a lot of areas in this city that we do have.
And I'm getting inspired. The photos that you sent in to share with us today, I want to have dinner with you. Yeah. And Julie Finley. Julie Finley could join us as well. Under that. Look how beautiful that is.
And it's absolutely gorgeous. And when you really look at that, that's where furniture, we've done some past shows here on the furniture that has, the way that the manufacturers have been able to make furniture look like this and be able to withstand the weather and the elements, and then you add this lighting, and now we have fireplaces and we have the stone and the ceramics that can withstand. This is amazing to sit out and spend the time in.
And what I noticed and I love about that past picture we just saw was that they're not all 3 in a row.
No.
They're whimsical.
And that, I love that word. It's exactly what it is. It's all offset and do more than one. If you have the space, I always say do big, do more, because it will not take over the space. It will just make it look cozier.
I can see myself sitting there.
See, isn't that amazing?
Yes.
And these are the solar floor lamps that just add to that gazebo, and it really makes you if there was a path leading down there, you would be sitting there. So it's a way to get your family outside, your friends outside, and enjoy your backyard while we have that time.
Because I think we often think about lighting inside the house,
yes,
but spend very little time thinking about outside. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, isn't that pretty?
Yes. And this is, again, this is a very simple application because it's a solar light fixture that is in, and it's lighting up the elements. So if you're in your house and you see that, or if you're part of having dinner again and you're looking at this view of the light on those trees, it's amazing. It makes those trees just more beautiful, and again, dramatic at night. It's just so dramatic.
And any advice for us, Leanne, like where to start? As you know, I'm starting kind of from fresh, but you may be in a situation where you're starting fresh because you want to redo everything.
Yes.
Where are we starting? Are we starting with the sort of the structure, then the furniture, then the lighting, or is the lighting first?
Oh, well, I would really look to see what kind of garden you want.
Right.
If you want something that's more simplified, see again, this is
beautiful.
Something very simple that you can do, and that's hanging lanterns, glass jars, mason jars. There's so many things that can be hung that can establish this, again, very dramatic look if you have trees in your yard, and it can be done with many different styles of, this is much more like all that laser cut, and this just lighting your pathway.
Beautiful.
And these are, again, just the garden hooks with the lanterns hung in them.
And starting with the garden, going from there.
Yes, and that's what I would establish in your mind. Do you want something modern? Do you want something simple? Do you want an English garden? Do you want something that's a little bit more traditional with grass?
Right.
Do you want no grass? So these are the things you would have to think of and try to plan, then your lighting.
Right.
But if you want to just even start with lighting on your fence, cap lighting, those things that you can put, if you've already got a deck, think about step lighting. And then maybe, there's a really great piece that you can buy now. It's metal and it clips onto your table on each side, and it's a frame.
Oh, so smart.
And it's really pretty because if right now you have a backyard, and a lot of new builds don't have trees, they don't have anything right now, and you want it to feel a little bit warm, that is something that you can hook onto it clamps on each side. You've got the frame, hang some pretty lights, put some flowers in it, some bud vases, whatever, but then you're illuminating a space again that just feels more inviting until you get the trees in, your landscaping, all that hardscaping becomes a little bit more inviting.
And where are we going? You've got some beautiful pieces you brought in today. You came up with a creative way to use our solar pieces as well. Where are we going, Julie? To shop.
Oh, I would go to a Revco first because this is, they have, it's called the New Garden, but it's a company that I was saying that just it is not ending, the sources that you can source here. And they're experts. I would go there first. I would look around when you're in different stores. A lot of, this is also, this is mine. This is from the outside. The whole thing illuminates. So now there's a little bit more here and there that you can find. But if you're looking for really integrating it into your landscape, you're going to be spending some money. Right. I would get it done with people that know what they're talking about to get the quality of what you need for the time, because some of these things are very inexpensive. They're affordable.
We have to go, and I'm so sad. Leanne Lacroix lighting up our life today on Daytime. Stay with us, everyone.
This is a perfectly healthy child. What's unhealthy are birth alerts, a racist practice that may stop this Indigenous mother from going home with her newborn. Become an ally. Rise above racism in healthcare.
My name is Chase Nicholas. I am a Mi'kmaq hockey player. Growing up, I always remember my family talking about the Mi'kmaq as the creators of the game of hockey. In grade 7, I did research on Mi'kmaq hockey sticks as the first sticks of the NHL. I found a Mi'kmaq hockey stick made in 1917, the same year the NHL was formed. I was surprised to find out the very stick I was holding was made by my great-great-grandfather, Alexander Cope. In 1934, an elder known as Old Joe Cope wrote a letter to the Halifax Herald claiming the Mi'kmaq created hockey. I found out later that I am a direct descendant of Old Joe Cope. There was a time when Mi'kmaq children were torn from their families and not allowed to speak their language, losing their words and stories. But the stories are coming back to us. Stepping on the ice, I take pride knowing the roots of the game of hockey stem from my ancestors in the Mi'kmaq Nation.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to RogersTV.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at RogersTV.com.
Well, she's going to help you zest your life. It's the one and only Linda Babulik joining us today. How are you, Linda?
I'm very good. Nice to see you again.
Great to see you. Now, I think back to 2022, and you and I were part of a really interesting event. It was an event called Disrupt HR, and I heard you speak, and you inspired me.
Thank you.
Tell me, Linda, what do you do for those that don't know?
I'm a shamanic life coach. My shamanism path started over 20 years ago with my first vision quest.
Yes. Go into it
And that's
deeper.
what you heard me talk
Yes.
about at that talk.
Yeah.
Was how I started with that.
And so for those that aren't familiar, walk us through.
Shamanism is the oldest spiritual path in the world. And I was looking for something, as many of us, especially pre-pandemic, were seeking something. We know there's a piece inside of us that is missing. And for me, that really fulfilled that. As a former Catholic, shamanism and the shamanistic school that I went to had music, had ritual, had traditions, had things that I could relate to. And it had a really great community of people.
Absolutely. And you're wanting to create more community through the Wisdom Circle. So talk to us a little bit about the Wisdom Circle.
Well, the Wisdom Circles first started off as workshops so that I could prove and validate the materials that were going to go into my book. So I held a series of workshops and I saw women change right before my eyes. So I knew I was on to something.
Okay, and change in what way?
Well, there was one woman that I talk about in my book whose husband was a police officer in a very small town in Ontario. And he was off duty at a bar one night, something he seldom did, and someone came in and shot him.
Oh, that's horrible.
It was horrible. And she and her children had been frozen for several years. She hadn't gone anywhere. She just couldn't move on. She came to my workshop, and she and her girlfriend, I couldn't tell if they were laughing or crying, but it completely opened her heart.
Wow.
She never came back because she took the kids to Disney. And then they had a whole new life. And it was just wonderful to see the progress she had made because she could finally let go of that grief and the pain.
I want to show everyone your book, but what does it mean when you talk about a wisdom circle?
So we gather together as a group of women and we set sacred space, which means that nothing that is spoken in there will be divulged to anybody else. We're there to support each other. I provide some of the sacred wisdom that I learned. How to apply that ancient wisdom to today's modern world. How do we do that?
Because we're all moving so fast, Linda. I just find it's day after day. Like for myself, I'm 53. So I find it's just day after day after day. And I find time just ticking away. And I wonder, what have I actually accomplished this week? Where am I, where's my life going? What am I going to do with the next 20, 25 years? Is those the kind of questions that are being asked?
Absolutely. And a lot of it is that we're carrying other people's burdens. And one of the simplest practice that you may want to try.
Yes. I see you looking deep into my eyes. Yes, yes.
Is when you brush your teeth.
Oh.
So it's as simple as brush your teeth and say or think, because your mouth is full of toothbrush and toothpaste, I brush away all the foulness in my mouth, things that have come out. And I brush away all the foulness I've had to swallow. When you wanted to say something and you didn't say anything, all of that stays in our body. And it's stuck there, where you can brush your teeth and then you just get rid of all of that, all of those thoughts. Out it goes. And then you rinse your mouth and you say, I'm grateful for this clean water. It's that simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. And as we integrate that into our lives, into our everyday practices, then you'll find your energy, your vibration starts to grow, and people are looking at you going, what happened to you? Did you cut your hair? And you go, no, it's not about the hair. It's about living at that higher level of vibration. So you're attracting that sense of community to yourself.
And you mentioned the pandemic earlier. I think that was a time where a lot of us reflected, but I find some of us are just right back at it again. And it's a bit of a spinning world in terms of everything coming at us. I'm the sandwich generation. So I have my mom who's 82. I'm helping her move. I've got my daughter who's 16, helping to launch her, into her next adventures. So I think women in this age category often struggle to find time for themselves as well.
And the Wisdom Circle is once a month. You're taking a couple of hours for yourself. Really? It's not a lot of time, and you'll gain so many benefits from it.
So how can we learn more? Where would we go? Your
Go
website?
straight to my website, lindababulik.com. I've put it right there on the very front page. And just click on it and you'll hear more information about the Wisdom Circle, what benefits you're going to get out of it. And you can start with just $1 for your first month. That's brilliant. For your first 7 days.
And give us a sense, how many people are in the circle?
Right now, I just started it a couple of months ago. The next one is this Monday. That'll be the 3rd circle. And I have 9 women registered.
That's a great number, right? Because everyone can still get to know each other, still contribute. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. What else would you want someone to know about the work that you do?
Well, those wisdom teachings are encoded in the book. And the reason why I'm bringing them out and being more public about it is that apparently I did a really good job encoding them. Too good a job, because people can't really see. I have one client that said, when are we doing the shamanism? I said, well, you started here and now you're here. This road was shamanism. So I'm trying to make it more overt. It's those things we do every day, those days of gratitude. Just what are 3 things we're grateful for every day?
And it is, like you say, it's a very simple thing, but over time, boy, does it ever build, and also in our self-confidence in the way we would deal with others around us.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And that creates that ripple effect that we want to have that effect in the world. We want to have that impact, particularly women post-pandemic. I don't know about you, but I'm meeting a lot of women stepping into their leadership.
Absolutely, 100%. Thank you for being a leader. Linda Babulik, thank you so much for joining us today, inspiring us, zest for life. When we come back, we're heading all the way to Russell, Ontario. Stay with us on Daytime. I'm Sam LaPrade. I hope you join us for an hour to give right here on Rogers TV. We're going to talk about everything that is going to inspire you about this beautiful city.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
Bless you.
Join us us for the new season of Ottawa Storytellers, right here on Rogers TV.
Watch Podium exclusively on Rogers TV.
Well, I'll take you back to October 1st, 1940. My father was born in Russell, Ontario, and I've been going to Russell for a very long time. And I know you want to learn more about this town, just like I do. Well, the one and only Connie Johnson, she wrote a book, and Jennifer Pershik helped her publish it. It's called Voices of Our Town, and they're joining me now. Hello, you two.
Hi, Sam.
I can't believe you two are standing after this book, because this is one thick book, right? All about Russell, Ontario, and I am so excited you're here today. Connie, why? Why write this book?
Well, my father was a wonderful storyteller, and it sort of started there, I believe. And then I'm involved with the museum in Russell, and a lot of the older people sadly have passed, and their stories have gone with them. So I thought if ever was a time that we should get this down in print, that people could read about just what it was like to live in Russell, to grow up in Russell, and even because we span quite a length of time from early 1900s to present day. And I think Russell's a pretty amazing, unique town.
It is.
And so I thought I better get working on this, because sadly, I guess I'm sort of one of the older residents.
I think you look great.
Well, thank you.
I think you look fantastic.
You.
And so you gathered all these stories, and we're going to talk about my family's story in a minute. I'm so excited. And then you had all these stories, and you're like, okay, what do I do now? Enter the wonderful Jennifer Pershik. You are a very talented designer. I worked with you many, many years ago, and when I saw you two combine forces, I'm like, it's going to be a superstar project. So tell me how you got involved, Jen.
Sure. So Connie actually approached me originally because she knows me as an artist, and she originally was thinking, let's get Jennifer to paint a painting for the cover. Oh. And little did she know, for 4-hour conversation around her table later, that I could help her publish it, because I work in publishing and I'm a graphic designer and a photographer. So this is really both of our project, and we really put our heart and soul in it.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Thanks.
So I can't even wait one more second. So I'm turning to page 548. I know my family's page. Good. And so I'm turning to that page because my family, as I mentioned, my father's from Russell. My grandfather was the barber over many, many years, and he was an institution in that town.
Oh, absolutely.
And you learned all about him.
Yes.
So the Laux family, my maiden name, the Laux family. Talk to us a little bit what you found out about my family.
Oh, well, first of all, I can sort of go back to the time whenever your grandpa ran the barbershop there, and so many people had come forward whenever they realized we were doing this, saying the Laux barbershop, like that was the place to go to get perfume, candy, cigarettes, cigars. You could pick up anything at the Laux barbershop.
And I think this, I'm just going to hold it up. So this is a little bit about my grandparents. I love this picture because I remember this picture being passed down over the years. A little bit about the barbershop. These are my beautiful parents, Kathy and Bruce Laux. And I just love the fact that you've done this for not only my family, because I'm feeling a bit nostalgic today, but you've done it for so many families. What was the response?
Oh, it was
Connie?
amazing. It was just amazing. And people, at first they were a little hesitant, I must say, but I think once they started talking amongst themselves and realized, this was a good opportunity for them to get their family history out there, and we can tell from the sales of the books that, some of the families are ordering like 9, 10 copies of this so that they all have their own. And I always sort of put myself in that place, thinking that if there would have been something available like that for me, that I didn't have to start right from scratch with my own family, it would be wonderful.
What a beautiful legacy you've created. And then we're friends on Facebook, and I see this picture the other day. It made me laugh so hard. It was this picture of Jennifer's door, and it had to have 30 boxes of books. Did you come home to that?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So it's brand new, hot off the press.
Yeah.
How can people grab one?
So we're selling on Amazon, and locally they'll be available at Barry's Home Hardware.
That's so smart. That's so smart. And Russell, there is something about Russell, Connie, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of fundraising over the years, and so successful in Russell. It doesn't, and even from my own personal point of view, like anytime anybody's in trouble, everybody's there to help. Like it's just people. An example was last week, this woman, I don't even know who she was, came over and knocked on my door and said, "I want to weed your garden."
Oh my heavens. Where's she? Where can we find her?
That's
wonderful.
Said, it's lovely. I don't know who you are and where do you live. But anyway, she worked away there for 5 hours, weeding away in my backyard.
Wow.
So,
and that's about community. And I think so many of us really crave community. And certainly it's all happening in Russell. I'm so happy for you two. And a bit of a launch happening.
Yep, tomorrow at the Russell Arena upstairs at 2 p.m. We're having our public launch. We have 6 readers ready to read their stories, and it's going to be a really great community show out.
Yeah, absolutely. How proud were you when you held that first book in your hand?
Jennifer walked up the laneway that night, because we each got a copy that we could look at before it went for faux print. And when she walked up the laneway that night with it, it's a feeling I can't even explain. Like it was just like 5 years of work, and I said, there goes my excuse for not being able to do things, because I can't do it because I've got the book, you know, so now it's done. But,
well, congratulations very much to both of you. Voices of Our Town, all about Russell, the history of Russell, and you can read a little bit about my family, the Lokes family. Thanks so much to Connie Johnson and Jennifer Pershik for joining us. When we come back, we're going to have a little wrap-up. Stay with us here on Daytime. I'm Sam LaPrade. Join us for the next Ottawa Business Matters. Lots of great guests for you, including Dr. Vera Etches from the City of Ottawa. She's the Medical Officer of Health. She's going to tell us about a new business toolkit that may be good for you.
Join us for Season 4 of Simply Cooking by Chef, Sunday nights at 8 o'clock, right here on Rogers TV.
Learn all about the creation of the National Capital Region on The History of Ottawa, according to Phil Jenkins, on Rogers TV.
Wow, that was an all-female lineup today. People inspiring us in the kitchen and inspiring us with decor and inspiring us with their writing. It was so great to get connected today with people in our community that are so passionate about what they do. I have to talk about that wonderful Julie Finley today and inspiring us in the kitchen of everything to do with strawberries and rhubarb, and she's going to get all of those great recipes. You can visit Foodland Ontario, of course, for that. I'm looking forward to this busy, busy weekend ahead. I'm going to be heading to the Firefighters Barbecue in Richmond, Ontario. If you haven't got your tickets, you'll want to do that. There's so much happening, of course, this Father's Day weekend. And I've lost my father in 2016, but I think about him, of course, every Father's Day. And I hope that whether your father is with you today or a father figure that you have, that you spend some time and thinking, either reflecting on memories or spending some time with that father in your life. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. This city means so much to me. Everywhere from Russell, Ontario, where I grew up, right through to downtown Ottawa, and of course the Valley. I hope everybody has a safe weekend. I love filling in for the one and only Derek Fage. I'm Sam LaPrade, and this has been Daytime.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
and roasted the most perfectly golden brown marshmallow you'd ever seen. And the crowd went wild!
Rogers TV invites you to let your imagination roam as we present you with a new season of Ottawa Storytellers. Each week, we'll bring you a collection of original and creative stories presented for children of all ages. Join us for the new season of Ottawa Storytellers right here on Rogers TV.
Anyone can show up with a hammer and build something. It's really hard to build it properly. Sewage air is coming out of this. There's no reason to be left like this. Absolutely none. An experienced contractor